Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's report focuses on an interesting development concerning the Philippine Navy. Multiple sources have indicated that BRP Bienvenido Salting PC-112, a patrol craft that was officially decommissioned in 2018, has reportedly been restored, upgraded, and quietly returned to service after a period of major maintenance and repair. While the Philippine Navy has not yet released a formal statement to confirm this, the details coming from defense observers, local reports, and naval circles suggest that this could indeed be accurate. In this video, we will go through what is known, what has been claimed, and what makes this reactivation plausible. To begin, let's recap the background. BRP Bienvenido Salting, hull number PC-112, was one of the Jose Andrade-class coastal patrol craft in the Philippine Navy. This class of ships was acquired beginning in the late 1980s and early 1990s, based on a U.S. Coast Guard design. These vessels were intended to perform coastal patrols, law enforcement support, counter-smuggling missions, anti-piracy patrols, and search and rescue operations. For decades, ships of this class formed the backbone of the Navy's littoral defense capabilities. Bienvenido Salting itself entered service in the 1990s and remained active until October 31, 2018, when it was officially decommissioned. At the time, the Navy explained that the vessel had reached the end of its serviceable life. Structural fatigue, parts obsolescence, and increasing maintenance costs were cited as reasons for its retirement. After that ceremony, Salting was removed from the active list and placed in reserve or storage. Now, according to reports circulating in defense monitoring outlets and among naval sources, the ship has undergone a significant overhaul during the past 2 years. The alleged scope of work includes hull repairs and structural renewal, replacing corroded sections and reinforcing areas stressed by decades of service. Replacement of engines and propulsion systems with more modern diesel engines, either sourced from stock or adapted from compatible sister vessels. Upgraded control systems, allowing digital monitoring and integration with newer shipboard electronics. Navigation and radar modernization, including the installation of a newer surface search radar and updated GPS-INS navigation packages. Refreshed communication systems, adding satellite-capable radios, secure VHF/UHF lines, and modern maritime distress communication equipment. Weapons refurbishment, with the twin Emerlek 30mm gun mount reportedly retained but fully serviced, while provisions for .50 caliber machine guns or similar auxiliary weapons were added. After these works, the vessel allegedly went through dock trials, engine run tests, and limited sea trials. These steps would have been necessary to ensure seaworthiness, performance, and safety. Reports claim that performance after refit was close to the original design, with maximum speed and maneuverability largely restored. The reasons behind such a move are understandable. The Philippine Navy has been expanding and modernizing, but procurement of new assets has faced delays. Frigates and corvettes are arriving gradually, but the fleet still suffers from shortages in smaller patrol craft that can cover wide coastal areas. The reactivation of Bienvenido Salting, if true, provides an additional hull for routine patrols, maritime law enforcement, and surveillance in territorial waters. From a cost perspective, refitting an older vessel can sometimes be far cheaper and faster than building or buying a brand new ship. Instead of waiting years for construction or delivery, a Navy can extend the life of an existing platform and quickly restore operational numbers. This practice is not unusual. Navies around the world have revived older ships when operational demands exceeded available capacity. However, there are also limitations and challenges. Older hulls, even when repaired, still carry age-related issues. Structural metal fatigue, outdated design limitations, and logistical challenges in sourcing spare parts remain constant problems. Maintenance requirements may remain high, and operational reliability can be unpredictable. For this reason, many navies use reactivated vessels only as stopgaps while newer ships are still in production. In the case of Salting, observers point out that the Philippine Navy has experience operating this class for decades, meaning spare parts and crew expertise still exist. This makes it technically feasible to restore one unit, at least temporarily, without the same training or support issues that would come with an unfamiliar vessel. Another factor to consider is the strategic environment. The Philippines faces maritime security challenges, including territorial patrols in the West Philippine Sea, counter-piracy missions, and law enforcement against illegal fishing and smuggling. Patrol vessels are in constant demand. In this context, even one additional craft can make a difference in daily operations. Although there is no official announcement, the silence may be intentional. Sometimes, navies quietly return vessels to limited duty without large ceremonies, especially when those ships are not new acquisitions but restored assets. It is possible that the Philippine Navy prefers to focus public attention on its newest frigates and corvettes, while reactivated patrol craft simply supplement existing forces without publicity. So, what does this mean in practical terms? If BRP Bienvenido Salting is indeed back in service, it would likely be deployed in coastal patrol roles, including the protection of local fishing grounds and law enforcement missions. It could serve as a training platform, giving junior officers and sailors additional hands-on experience. It might support humanitarian missions, as smaller vessels are often used for disaster relief and coastal evacuation operations. And it would temporarily fill operational gaps until new patrol craft are commissioned. Still, it is important to stress that confirmation from official Navy sources is absent. All available information comes from secondary channels, defense observers, and local reporting. Until an official announcement or sighting verifies the ship's return, this remains an informed but unconfirmed development. In conclusion, the case of BRP Bienvenido Salting illustrates both the challenges and adaptability of the Philippine Navy. On one hand, the retirement of older ships reflects the limitations of aging platforms. On the other hand, the reported reactivation demonstrates a willingness to maximize every available resource in the face of ongoing maritime challenges. Whether temporary or long-term, Salting's alleged return to service would give the Navy an extra tool at a critical time. This report is based on open-source information and should be viewed as analysis rather than official confirmation. If the Navy issues a statement or if more evidence becomes public, we will update accordingly. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe for more defense and naval updates.